Steve Morgan here for Fishing Monthly Magazines, and I'm catching up with Tony Smith from Mercury Diesel, checking out the RayGlass 2350 with the TDI Mercury Diesel.
The test boat, it's a RayGlass out of New Zealand. They've been in business for many years, and we chose that because it's a good test bed for us and we can use it in New Zealand and Australia. The Mercury TDI, the one in the test boat here, is a 3 litre, common rail, 260 horsepower at 4,000 RPM. Fuel usage is half what we'd see in a V8.
A lot of the guys that run fishing boats that fish outside will either beach launch or they'll want to go over a river bar. What's the torque like? You see a gap in the waves, can you go for it with the TDI?
Well, the maximum torque is at 2,000 RPM, so I think when you see it on the tube, it'll be every bit you need. In fact, slightly better than the gas engine of the same horsepower. The TDI is the same cost as using a gas engine, where we service every 100 hours. In most parts, that's once a year. With this TDI, we've got digital throttle and shift, which is electronic. It's all fly-by-wire. It's got a very good safety redundancy built into it, and it's very smooth and much easier than your conventional control cables. This one, it can go to the old MEA or it can go to the new 2000, so it will interface with anything that's out on the market today. So we're using 25 knots, we're using around about 28 litres per hour. Well, the inboard, in my experience, is because the centre of gravity is much lower. With an outboard Verado, it's going to weigh 400 kilos, it's on the back. So when you're coming down a wave and off a wave, it will tend to lift, where the inboard, with the centre of gravity much lower, stays deeper in the water. So it's a lot more stable, and in rough weather, it's an asset. So if we're going to go from an outboard to an inboard, it would be average about 20,000 more to the TDI diesel. It would be.
Yes.